So we're just getting some music going, and then we're gonna take a little walk. Yeah, we're gonna take a little walk, and then once we're done walking, then we're gonna actually start the stream. But I'm just not feeling top notch yet, so give me a second to start the stream. I'll play the match that I just had, and you guys can watch it. But we'll talk about it in a second, why I did what I did. Yeah, no live games means no delays. That's why I'm doing it this way now. And I don't know if you, like, watched any of the videos that I've made, but, like, the most boring part of those videos is when I'm playing, because I'm, like, focusing, and I'm not talking, and I'm not commentating, and I feel like that's just boring content. And maybe it's fun to watch me live, but I'm trying to make interesting content that people actually want to watch, and I think replays are just better. That's just me personally, though. Trying to figure some shit out over here on the side. How do I see the live version of the stream? Here we go. Let's do, Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright. Be back in a second. Testing, testing, testing. Alright. It's fucking cold in this basement, dog. Alright, let me get my camera on. This camera's busted. I have to plug it and re-plug it back in every time I go live. We do this, unplug it, plug it back in. And then we gotta delete it and recreate it. And just like that, we're live. Oh, jeez. Okay. Matches are live. Matches coming in. We're getting replays. And I am ready to stream. Alright. So. our first match this week is nope. All right, this is gonna go into recording. Guys. So we gotta set it up right. So we're gonna go like this. Bam, pow. Focusing on me. All right, guys. Welcome back to the Zygarde week, the crossover matchup where you play your mirror match, your equal in the other division. And our first match this week actually belongs to me. So I'm playing against David here, who has led Grimmsnarl every single week so far, if I'm not mistaken. So I led with my Dark type. If you don't know, Dark type makes you immune to Prankster. And that exactly is what happens. He tries to use his Prankster ability on me, and I'm immune to it, and so I'm able to set up my substitute. And from there, it's off to the races. I start boosting. I start speed boosting. I start nasty plotting all the way to max, and my plan has pretty much gone perfect. He's still taunting me. This is why we do the crossover matchups. Because I'm a bully, and I like to put people in their place. No, it's good to play against people who are better than you from time to time. To see just, where you stand and where your mistakes are. I was very easily able to take advantage over his habits. And I must be honest, I'm very impressed that he's able to, break these sweeps. You want me to put sunglasses on so I can look like Dr. Disrespect? All I have is, goggles. Like snowboarding goggles. You want me to stream with these? I'll do the rest of this match with them. So, I'll be honest, I was impressed he was able to stop the sweep. I usually shit talk the Focus Sash Cloister, but he used it, he survived the Fiery Wraith, and then he was able to Icicle Spear down the Moltres Galar. He stopped the sweep, and then I bring in my Choice Scarf Arctozolt, which pretty much KOs, but again, he's got double Focus Sash on this team. Who the fuck runs that? I wasn't expecting that. And he gets a Swords Dance, the weak armor triggers, and he gets the Bitter Blade recovery. And honestly, I'm sweating at this point. I wasn't sure what to do. Expecting another Bitter Blade, I used my Terra Fire just to resist it and prevent some healing that he would be able to do. But originally, the Terra Fire design was to make it to be able to switch in on Melmetal, resisting Double Iron Bash, and being able to Intimidate drop it made Hitmontop a very good Melmetal switch in. Now Aerodactyl comes out, and once again, I'm kind of sweating. I could have Mach Punched there, and if I Mach Punched the second turn as well, I probably would have KO'd. But I didn't think he would go for the Dragon Dance there. If I had close combated, he probably would have died. Either way, I put the Metagross in, and at this point in the game, I'm sweating. I'm not sure if a Dragon Danced Earthquake is going to KO my Metagross, and if it does, I probably lose. I probably lost the game. I would have had to have done some Intimidate, Shuffling nonsense using Hitmontop. But luckily, Mega Metagross is very tanky. It was able to survive and KO with the Meteor Mash. And then we just start Meteor Mashing to the rest of the team. And then I get my attack boost, which I used a Hammer Arm, doing 97%, which is a shocking amount of damage. Now, if you wanna tee off on mistakes here, he should have reflected there instead of light screening. And again, I think that's just newbie mistakes. He wasn't sure what kind of damage I had on my team. If you look at my team, you see 3 physical attackers and 1 special attacker. So the move probably would have been to set up a reflect, especially because I had a physical attacker on the field. But you live and you learn. Don't just set up your screens randomly. Don't go, whatever, I'm getting my screens up. I'll put up a light screen. I'll put up a reflect the next turn. No, you need to be making the decision to put up the right screen on the right turn. You need to get up the good one fast. And the good one's going to depend on whatever situation you're in. You have to analyze the field and what your opponent has to make these decisions. So Melmetal does end up getting the KO, so I don't get the 4-0 differential. It ends up being 3-0 as Hitmontop is able to clean up with the Mach Punch. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Ugh. Should I put that in the thumbnail for this video that I had the goggles on? Will that make me look cool? Close combat would have done less than Meteor. I was talking about close combating with the Hitmontop. I would have been able to rip a straight close combat. And then I wouldn't have been risking a the Dragon Dance sweep, because I just didn't know the calcs. I didn't know if the Earthquake would be able to KO my Metagross or not. Also, how are you guys feeling about the mic quality today? I'm seeing some people saying it's better. Does it actually sound better? Do you actually notice a difference? I put in a lot of work on this microphone trying to make it sound better, and I don't know if it sounds better. I actually think it sounds worse. And this was like an hour of work I put in to make it sound like this. Anyway, let's go find another replay. Okay. Here we have our number 2 versus our number 2 player. This is Tylord, coach of the Sinister Six, versus the Wonder of You, coach of Your Miraculous Love. It is two very slow teams, I would say, with the exception of the Volcarona and the Marshadow. So if he tries to set up a Trick Room in front of something like a Mega Ampharos, a Feraligatr, or even a Rhyperior, that could be bad news bears for him. Let's see how this plays out. So first off, we see a Drapion lead versus the Quagsire, who ends up laying the taunt. Okay, I'm going to pause right there. Talk about turn 1. This is like the 4th week in a row that Riley has been taunted, and I think he needs to just start not leading with Stealth Rocks, or something like that. Because he gets taunted every single week. Everybody sees this stall team, and they start bringing... excuse me. Taunt. I'm going to edit this out of the video later. Fighting is neutral versus much higher attack. Plus tough claws, plus... Yes, sounds good. Sounds good. Oh, you like it. Cool, thank you. All right, let me back up that last turn. So the taunt goes down. The Stealth Rocks get prevented. As he switches into the Clodsire, which is more of the same thing. Is that an offensive Clodsire? Is this one not going to get taunted? Anyways, it loses its heavy-duty boots, which is a problem. And it gets taunted again. And look, he tried to just set up more. He tried to set up more entry hazards. It just gets taunted again. Does he get taunted again? No, he actually properly Earthquakes this time, doing more than 50%. You see, he should have just been trying to Earthquake this thing right away. As the Terra Bug gets revealed, resisting it. Now his damage is not doing much. But because the Drapion has... Oh wow, Riley's thinking exactly what I was thinking. Because the Drapion has made himself a bug type, he is weak to a Marowak sweep now. So he needs to be very careful. He ends up switching in on a knockoff, losing his thick club, goes Terra Fire, knockoff, still KOs. What is the speed there? Wow, Drapion has a 317 speed versus max 207 Marowak. I didn't realize Drapion was so fast. Quagsire gets taunted again, starts ripping Earthquakes again. Yeah, this is GG, I think. This team just doesn't have the stall potential that Riley's teams in the past have had. And it doesn't have the offensive potential either. Maybe if the Rabaska could somehow come out and do a Revival Blessing on the Marowak Alola, but this game's probably over without the Marowak. So now Drapion is just Earthquaking through the whole team. The Ditto comes out, ends up doing a big knockoff, doing considerable damage. And finally the Drapion is off the field. Now, is this a Scarf Ditto? Doesn't matter. Quagsire comes out to prevent the Ampharos, gets Hidden Power Grass. So Tylord packed the Hidden Power Grass just for the Quagsire, I guarantee you. As Ditto comes out. Okay, was that not Hidden Power Grass? Whoa, 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 whoa. Is this the weirdest interaction I've ever seen? Okay, hang with me, guys. Quagsire is only weak to grass. So Ampharos' Hidden Power was Hidden Power Grass. Then Ditto comes out, copies it, and also uses Hidden Power. But suddenly it's super effective on Ampharos, meaning it's not Hidden Power Grass? Does Hidden Power go off the IVs of the Ditto? Wow, that's interesting. That has to be what's going on there, right? That's cool. I didn't know it worked like that. as Ice Punch comes out, KOs the Ditto. Rabaska comes in, probably just gets O-Code. Liquidation. Revival Blessing, who does he save? Brings back out the Ditto. 9% left. Is it the Choice Scarf Ditto? Gets Aqua Jetted. Rabaska comes out again. Wow. Wow. Which one is the Lepa Berry? Is that the PP move? PP item? Yeah, it is. Ditto had HP Ice EVs. That's very cool. Let's find another match. We have the Haze versus Dugio match this week. Okay. So here we are. Dugio, I've expressed my opinions on many times. Hazy here has a very interesting team that, depending on the way he comps it, can look very threatening or very non-threatening from week to week. This week, he's brought the Grookey, which is certified approved gamer Pokemon. Give me a second to fix my screen. Let's do that, yeah. So, the Grookey ends up removing Tyranitar's ground weakness. Sorry. So, Elijah has brought the Grookey, which brings in the grassy terrain, which neutralizes ground weaknesses. So, Heatran only has a normal ×2 weakness to ground, and T-Tar has no ground weakness. So, this will be interesting. That's probably my favorite part about his team is that little interaction he has going on there. So Dugio leads with the screens as Elf, as Elijah tries to do a Magma Storm taunt trapping set, but it just ends up U-turning out of it. Into the Annihilate, who does get Toxic, which is very good. Now we see that the Annihilate gets the KO on the Heatran, but now that the Toxic is down, this Annihilate is on a timer, which is, you know, best case scenario. Best case scenario for Hazy. Because Annihilate's Rage Fist can only get boosted so high when he's taking that toxic chip damage. In comes the Latias, which starts Calm Minding. I think that's a mistake. I think you need to like Shadow Ball or do whatever it is you can and start KOing. But he does manage to tank a single Rage Fist, but can't KO with the +1 Draco Meteor. Do we know the item on that Latias? We don't. Ugh. It's tough to watch. Stealth Rocks go up. Rage Fist, you know, even stronger now after that Draco Meteor. But still not doing even 50% of the Gliscor. The Toxic Orb goes up. The healing starts happening. And then he just leaves his Gliscor in to get Icicle Crashed by Darmanitan, I guess. If I'm Hazy in this situation, I'm making a hard switch into my T-Tar. A hard switch. So the sand goes up, Rock Blast gets revealed. I think he made the right switch going into the T-Tar. I think it's safe to assume either the Darmanitan is Guerrilla Tactics and is locked into that ice move, or it's simply not even carrying a fighting type attack. U-turn comes out doing a big chip to the T-Tar. Aegislash hits the field. You know, the T-Tar is honestly just a huge problem. It's a huge problem for our player Dugio here. You know, a fighting type attack would KO the Darmanitan or the Darkrai, and then Crunch goes through the rest of the team, as well as a fighting type attack. It's the Absol. Like, the coverage to beat Dugio is so easy, and Tyranitar packs all of it. And so I think, honestly, he could have won. I think if Hazy had brought like a Dragon Dance Tyranitar set, this week would have been wrapped up with just that. But instead, Darmanitan is going off, and it's just Icicle crashing through the whole team. It's tragic to watch. The Icicle Crash misses as the Terra Grass Grass Knot is revealed. What can Thwacky do? Is it an Ice Beam? Ice Beam Darkrai. Never in my years have I seen this. Yeah, so there goes a whole match with no dark move on a T-Tar on a team with like 4 dark weeks. Okay. Yep, you live and you learn. Let's see if we have another match to watch here. I believe we have one more match this evening. All right, our final match of this evening is Goof Meek versus Matt Way. So, Goof Meek has had a bad season so far. He is in our blue division, our beginner division, while Matt Way is not having a good season either in our more advanced division. Now, Goof, on the other hand, has made a full team recomposition, trading away 4 Pokemon and picking up 4 Pokemon. The Chi-Yu is new. The Slitherwing is new. The Regieleki is new. I believe the only new Pokemon that has not made an appearance this week for him is the, who is it? Swampert. He didn't make a Swampert appearance. Matt Way, on the other hand here, we'll switch sides so you can take a look at his team, was in our advanced division last season and pretty much swept the entire division. I believe they had 1 or 2 losses, and they were during crossover weeks. So they got promoted for that, and here we are seeing, that maybe they're not absolutely cut from the cloth, or maybe they still have a lot to learn. But either way, both players have a lot to prove. One player trying to prove that they belong in the division they are in, while the other player is trying to prove that, hey, it was my team's fault, not my gameplay's fault. So let's see how this match goes. We get a Torkoal lead versus the Rotom. Many players would be afraid of this Rotom, but I wouldn't, because the Sun cuts those water type attacks in half, and I would be punished because the trick comes out, giving a Choice Scarf to the Torkoal. And now both players end up making a switch into the Venusaur, as Goof Meek decides to go into the Chi-Yu and try and smack the Venusaur, but Matt Way sees it coming, places a substitute. Goof Meek decides to boost in front of it and gets a nasty plot off. Well, Matt just Toxics it, and I think Goof Meek realizes he's in a position to get sub-stalled out and switches out. But all that ends up doing is letting Earth Power get spread around, letting this Toxic get spread around, and it's all around a bad position. Goof Meek is definitely not in the driver's seat. Matt is running away with the game at this point. But the Chi-Yu is in, and the sun is up, and not a lot of Pokemon want to take a Chi-Yu sun-boosted move. As the Tingaloo comes in to try and stop the sweep, only taking 9% from Dark Pulse. That is incredible. Slitherwing out here ends up KOing the Tingaloo with a close combat. See, people sleep on the Slitherwing. They look at the Iron Moth, they look at Volcarona, and see them as the superior versions of Volcarona, but this thing has a crazy attack stat, and bug fighting is pretty good typing defensively. Torkoal barely able to survive on top of the Stealth Rocks. 1% after the Toxic. Trick Room goes up, Hatterene switches out, and with the last of his Hamon, the Rapid Spin comes out, getting rid of the Stealth Rocks as we get a double feint. Both players pick a Pokemon to lead. Pause. What? Okay, I'm not going to pretend like I didn't know what was about to happen. I did watch this match live. What Matt Therian just did is Magic Powder the Chi-Yu. Now, some of you who aren't paying close attention are probably looking at this and saying, whoa, Chi-Yu is a Psychic type. Did he just Terra Psychic the Chi-Yu? I thought that was illegal in this league. You would be correct, but that's not what happened. Magic Powder is a move that makes the opponent a Psychic type. Now, why would you make a Psychic type Chi-Yu your opponent? Well, because when the Flamethrower gets ripped and it faints, you can then switch into your Chien Pao, and any Psychic type Pokemon is getting removed. It either has to switch and he gets a KO on something other than maybe the Mawile, and it's incredible tech. But what the keen eye is noticing right now is that Trick Room is up and Chi-Yu is the slower Pokemon. Does Matt Way notice? No. Matt Way did not notice. They thought the Trick Room had ended as Chi-Yu simply KOs Matt's ace. Chiyu easily removing the thick, fat Venusaur. What was that? Dying to Toxic, and then Regieleki versus the Empoleon. Wild Charge. Interesting. You usually see special attacking Regielekis. And just like that, Goof Meek proves himself, getting his first win of the season. A disgusting 4-0 versus the Advanced League Matt Way. Alright guys, a lot of chats happened during that match that I didn't see. So Murph is going live soon. I decided I'm not sure if I like the going live format. I guess we could just watch it because I'm streaming. But lately I've been reacting to just replays, and I think I like that style better. Their match isn't live yet. How do you guys feel about replays versus live matches in the chat? Lot of chatter. What do you mean, lot of chatter? I haven't even watched your match yet. I don't see it. Has your match started yet? Let me check the Discord. No replay has been sent my way. Where's this match? So what we might do is okay, they're getting started. So what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna watch this match live on stream, right? That's fun to do. But then I'm probably gonna end up streaming, I think, Wednesday, because about half the matches aren't getting played on time this season because of a schedule issue. So we're going to stream again Wednesday, and we'll watch the Black Dog replay then, so that when the videos come out, we're getting more concise replay reactions. But shit, the live stream's kind of a fun event, isn't it? So why not watch this live match together? That's fun, right? Never seen Drapion damn near sweep before. Yeah, Drapion absolutely went beast mode on that team. That's great. A lot of chatter in the chat. Yeah, tons of chatters in the chat today, guys. Loving it. Hey, if you want to do me a favor, hit those react buttons on the side that I'm spamming right now. I noticed that when you guys are hitting those react buttons, holy shit. The amount of engagement and viewers the stream gets is crazy compared to normal. So if you want to be a fella, absolutely spam that for me. Black Dog and Meek Mills, when is this game getting going? We're trying to watch this. Looks like Meek Millie isn't online yet. Also, Pokemon Trainer Orange, welcome to the stream. I saw you join the Discord. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate having you. Also, so many fellas in the chat today. G Meek, Tyler, TJ, Hayden, Pokemon Trainer Orange, loving the fellas. So many people have appeared. I truly appreciate it. We had David in the stream earlier. This is some good stuff. So is this match up yet? I'm going to do one last check. Looks like no. It's the space black space dog. So guys, I don't know if you saw, but I hit the 200 subscriber mark on YouTube. So thank you everyone who's been supporting the streams, liking the videos every week, hitting those reacts. It makes it so... It feels so worthwhile to hit these milestones. Pretty fun. Still no match. Come on, let's go. I'll start humble bragging more if this match doesn't get started. This is giving me flashbacks to the championship match last season, where TJ did not tell me that the match had started, and then I had to react late. It still says no match. It's live. Can you guys see it? I can't see the match. Do they need to send out invites? Oh, there it is. Now it's telling me. All right, here we go. Okay, a live matchup. We have the Great Tusk and the Fluttermane making appearances, as well as the Latios. The Black Dog is bringing all of his hitters this week as well as his Avalugg, who we know he likes to Terra. It is the cornerstone of his defensive makeup. Now, speaking of his hitters, I have forgotten, that pincer's not just a pincer, people. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about a mega pincer. Yeah, I'm in the match. I'm in. We're good. We're ready to go. There's just there's some significant stream delay. So you guys go ahead. Yeah. So the Magnezone is here. When I'm seeing yeah, go ahead. Mute me, guys. Mute me. Mute me. I'm going to keep analyzing here. So when I'm seeing the Magnezone here, I'm seeing something that's getting an electric terrain boost, can do significant damage to the Hawlucha, to the Iron Bundle. In fact, I'm almost considering a Scarf this week. But I'd like a way to stop the Unburdened sweeps from the Slurpuff and the Hawlucha. So a Scarf Magnezone is interesting. Maybe a Roar Avalugg. I'm loving Pinsir. I'm loving Pinsir this week. So we end up getting a Great Tusk versus Metagross lead. I would be tempted to go Hawlucha in this situation if I'm Meek Mills. He is not able to handle these Earthquakes very eloquently as the Headlong Rush gets met with a Focus Sash from the Metagross. The Stealth Rocks go up. Now, I don't see very much removal on the Black Dogs team. I know Avalugg can Rapid Spin. I know Latios can Defog. So actually, I'll eat crow there. He totally has tons of removal to be able to get those Stealth Rocks off. I think Sash leads are a mistake when you have an opponent capable of removing hazards so well. He ends up getting a Bullet Punch, doing 23% damage to the Great Tusk. Some Chip and some Rocks up, but he's down 5-6. I don't love that. Now, if I'm him, I'm probably just going... I mean, the way he's acting, that could well be a Scarf Tusk, which would be insane. But he is just clicking the same move, too. As the Black Dog says it in the chat, your team is crazy fast, bro. And that's true. We have a 394 Tapu Koko, 408 Iron Bundle, 375 Cyclizar, 368 Hawlucha. Metagross has plenty of priority in Bullet Punch. Slurpuff, only 267. However, those of you who are smart know that is an unburdened Pokemon, so that speed can get doubled to 534. So Tapu Koko hits the field, scares out the Great Tusk, and then U-turns on the Magnezone, setting up the Electric Seed, giving Hawlucha that much-needed defensive bonus. Now, the Hawlucha's speed is doubled. If it has a fighting-type attack for this Magnezone, it could absolutely rip a hole in the Black Dog's team. However, Magnezone could be Scarfed. If it's sturdy, that's not going to work because the Stealth Rocks have broken it. What am I doing if I'm the Black Dog? I'm highly considering a Flutter Mane switch-in at this point, because if he tries to rip a fighting-type move into my Magnezone, it's a free switch-in for Flutter Mane, right? But if he goes for the Flying-type move, then that's KOing Pinsir and that's KOing the Great Tusk. So he's sort of been forked here, in a way. Forked in reference to the chess term, but not really, right? It's kind of a coin toss here. What move is Meek Mills going to pick versus how is the Black Dog going to respond versus the move he is predicting to be clicked? Now, if I'm Meek Mills, I would say screw you. I ain't reacting to shit. I'm Swords Dancing. As he goes for the high jump kick, which misses the Magnezone, doing 50% damage, and the Thunderbolt connects. Black Dog is not afraid of anything. He clicks the Thunderbolt, getting the terrain-boosted Thunderbolt into the Cyclizar, who's so chipped down. It's an easy KO. That thing was never surviving that turn. Absolute brass balls, as Haymaker says in the chat. Slurpuff goes for the belly drum. Does he get Flash Cannon? He does. Both Unburdened Sweepers are down. Murph running away with the game. Currently a 3-6 situation. Very little chip is even on the field. Iron Bundle reveals a booster energy speed boost. Able to run away with it. Hydro Pump also misses. Thunderbolt lands. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, this is game over. This is unfair. This is a skill issue. Whew. I was hoping for a fun match. If I'm being honest, I'm quite disappointed. I'm very disappointed in this. I was really looking forward to a good match here. I think this is a good matchup that puts pressure on the Black Dog. But, you know, these misses, right? If that high jump kick connected, Magnezone is off the field and it's an entirely different game. That's why, you know, when you're running the defensive Hawlucha, things like high jump kick aren't recommended. You know, Drain Punch is incredible on that set, but if you're going for that Electric Seed set, I don't think high jump kick is your move. I think you invest in the bulk. You do things like Roost, Substitute, Bulk Up, Drain Punch. High jump kick is just like an unnecessary gamble on a set that isn't crazy high power. And as Tyler just said it in the chat as well, brings up a great point. Why would you run high jump kick against someone guaranteed to be running a ghost type Pokemon? If he had just switched in the Flutter Mane on that turn, then Hawlucha would also be dead. So that one high jump kick was a total throw of the game. Meek Mill says he's not touching that replay. That was brutal to watch. All right, fellas. So how are we feeling today? How we feeling, huh? It's been our crossover week. We have one upset currently, I believe. I believe Goof Meek upset Matt Way. And currently that's our only upset. However, let me take a quick peek at the sheet. And see what other matches have yet to come. Maybe I'll place some predictions for other potential upsets. Uh-oh. Hold up. Hey, Jorge.
What's up?
I hate to steal you away from everyone, but I think there's an issue going on that needs to be addressed.
Sure.
Did you and Liam play already?
Not yet.
Oh, I thought you guys played. He was talking to me as if you guys had already played. Okay, I thought you guys played and didn't submit your replay. You're good.
Okay. He's online?
No, this was like this afternoon. I thought you guys had played.
Oh, okay. Well, it's either going to be later today or tomorrow, depending on if he gets on today.
Yeah, I know that he's like on vacation and stuff, and there's so many late matches that I'm just kind of saying fuck it this week.
All right.
Anyway, I'll move you back. Sorry for stealing you.
Cool.
Nah, not a total throw. I'd outspeed Flutter and get acrobatics off. But you would have been at 50%. You threw and forgot to Terra Slurpuff. Do we know what Terra type that Slurpuff was? Wait, what other matches are we missing? Lantern Gang versus Nipple Eater? No. Catch the Rainbow versus Lantern Gang needs to be played still. That's our new player versus our current number 1. I would love an upset on that match. Personally, I would absolutely love that upset. But I don't think it's going to happen. You know, it's a brand new player. But what an entrance that would be to play the current number 1 player and upset them. That'd be fantastic. Then we are missing... We just watched Kung Fu Treachery versus the Omaha Omastars. Celesteal Your Bitch versus Rain on Your Parade has yet to be played. We'll see that Wednesday. I could easily see an upset that week. Golden Boys versus Togekiss's Choice. I'm not seeing an upset there. Togekiss's Choice is just a miserable team composition. So yeah, we got 3 matches left, and I'm expecting 1 upset. But, yo, I'd love to be wrong. That's quick attack range for Pinsir, probably. Yeah, probably. Oh, Joyna, you know I would love it. The story that would be. The number 1 player quitting, getting replaced, beating, you know, the next up the number 2 player quitting, number 3, something like that. Quitting, getting replaced by a newbie who shows up and beats the active number 1. It'd be a storybook, a Cinderella story. I would love to watch that. Anyway, that's probably going to be it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to the stream. I enjoyed the replays. We're going to be back probably Tuesday or Wednesday to watch some more, so stay tuned for that. Ciao, ciao, y'all.